Hello boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome to another Game Shed video with me, Jamie. Today I am going to be playing the Sega Dreamcast port of the arcade classic Silent Scope. This game was released in 1999, is one of the greatest arcade games of that generation. However, this port here on the Sega Dreamcast is not so good. Why is it not so good? Well, surprisingly, despite the Sega Dreamcast having a light gun for the likes of House of the Dead 2, a Confidential Mission, etc., this game does not utilise the light gun. Now, the arcade machine itself had a huge sniper rifle mounted to the cabinet, which had in the scope an LCD screen showing what you can see on our screen here, which is the zoomed in section. Now obviously that works when you've got a screen in the scope and you can scan the full size screen for the sort of zoomed out, if you like. Now obviously they couldn't bring that to the home port, so they decided that you would have a zoomed in section of the screen which is controlled by the analog stick, which could be zoomed out for sort of quicker movement, if you like, with one of the trigger buttons. So to zoom out, you click the trigger button in. To zoom in, you just release the trigger button. And yeah, when zoomed in, you can't move your target that fast. So in order to be properly quick in this game, you've got to switch between zooming in and out. And it's a tricky old game. A lot of people hate this game. I'm not a huge fan. It is enjoyable, but I mean, you do get very limited time in the game. As you can see here, I'd nearly run out of time there. 9 seconds. It is all time based. You've got lives as well, but you can pick your own path through the game. So I'm going to pick Air Battle. Now I'm terrible at this section here, but it's pitted myself against what I believe to be a Harrier, or an aeroplane based on a Harrier, vertical takeoff aircraft. So as with a lot of games, you've got a weak spot on the enemy. This happens to obviously be the pilot himself. So you've got to hit the guy 30 times. I've only got 24 seconds. I won't do this at all. Each time you hit the aircraft, you take 1 point off his life. If you hit him directly in a weak spot, it takes a hell of a lot more damage. I just took 6 off there. So yeah, 8 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4. As you can see, I'm not going to do this. Not a chance. 2 seconds. So I'm just going to have to continue. As I said, it is fairly tricky, and yeah, I just not too great at this section. 5 more to go. If I can blast him in the face once, there we go. Job done. The game is enjoyable. It's a good addition to your Dreamcast collection for sure. It's more about your sort of efficiency with zooming in and out and your targeting than anything else. But if you're expecting a sort of a faithful reincarnation of the arcade machine, don't bother getting it. There's no way that it will live up to what you experienced in the arcade the first time you saw that huge sniper rifle and putting that little LCD screen to your eyeball. But nonetheless, still fairly enjoyable. There's various different modes and levels in here, including like sniping a big hotel with loads of windows, and you've got to find specific targets. There's also like you're up above a football stadium, and you've got to take out targets while moving around in, I believe, a helicopter. There's loads of different modes and whatnot, so it's not bad value for money. You should be able to pick it up fairly cheap still in 2012, because it's not a highly desirable game. If what you're looking for is actually a true light gun shooter for the Sega Dreamcast, can I recommend House of the Dead 2? Probably my favourite ever light gun game. It's a beautiful port of the arcade straight onto the home console, and if you do buy it, just bear in mind you have to own a CRT television, because the old systems light guns do not work on new flat screen HD TVs, so just bear that in mind before spending a load of money. You do need a sort of glass fronted big boy TV. So yeah, this my time's running out here. I don't anticipate getting any further. Let me try and take this dude out. There we go, nice extension of a couple of seconds. Not really going to do me no favours. Bosh, time over, that's it. That is the video done. I'm not going to continue any further. If you want to see more of the game, go and buy it. You can play this one on a new HD TV because you don't need the light gun, as said before. Which brings our video completely to a close. So if you want to get in touch with us, please do so in the following ways. First off, on Twitter at this address here. That's at Games Shed, all one word. Come join us, come join the party. There'll be giveaways on there, all sorts of stuff, hints and tips, anything you want really. Or you can visit our blog at this address, thegameshed.com, which is causing loads and loads of talk at the moment, because there's a load of good stuff on there. So anyway, until next time, my name's Jamie, goodbye.